Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nur Alyaa Bt Nazeri, and I'm very, very pleased to be given this chance to present or so to speak about our poster as part of the assessment for this EPE 630 advanced reading subject. This poster presentation is done on behalf of my other two group members, Nur Maizatul Aqmal binti Muhammad and Muhammad Syazwan bin Ahmad Nazri. So first off, the title of our poster is the roles of the English language as a unifying language in the Malaysian education system. After discussing with my two group members, we have decided to elect this as the title of our poster. And as we all know nowadays, the issue of what would be the most suitable official language in a country is oftenly being debated. English is also considered as the language with the most speakers in the world. So English has made its appearance as the chief international language and is being used widely in various fields possible. So there are three research objectives proposed for this research. The first one is to discover the historical causes of English existence in Malaysia and the changes it has brought. The second one is to analyze the roles of English language in Malaysia's development. And the third one is to examine the impacts of English language towards Malaysia's education system. As for the methodology, secondary data are used in this study, whereby the data and also the information obtained and extracted from various articles have been analyzed and simplified for better and easier understanding. There are quite a number of main keywords that we have used in this study, such as English history in Malaysia, roles of English, the need of English, and also the impacts of English language on Malaysia's education system. As for the literature review, Mustafiza Rahman in 2008 mentioned in his study that Malaysia implemented English as both the formal and informal language, and this was conducted after Malaysia was colonized by the British. And years after that, English made its way in becoming the country's official and formal language before finally being utilized in the education system. And Ain Nadzima, back in 2003, also mentioned in her study that the language influences countless amounts of realms and also areas. So due to this matter, it is able to keep its status as one of the official languages for decades. Moving on to the findings and discussion of the research, speaking about historical causes of English existence in Malaysia and also the changes it has brought. When Malaya was under the British rule, the government at that time identified the need to establish a systematic school system that would offer quality education for all races in the country. As suggested by the 1951 Barnes report, all Malay and English schools would be preserved and should be given priority. Vernacular schools would then be closed and replaced by the national school, where free education was also guaranteed. At the end of British colonialism era, the society initiated a move to revamp the colonial education system. Next is under the impacts of English language towards Malaysia's education system. Prior to Malaysia's independence in 1957, primary school was available in four mediums in Malaysia, which are English medium, Malay medium, Chinese medium, and also Tamil medium. However, by the end of 2002, concerned about the falling standard of English due to the lack of competitiveness and the continued segregation of the races in Malaysia, the Minister of Education at that time, Musa Muhammad, declared that beginning from January 2003, a Malay English mixed medium education would be implemented in national schools. So the Malay language is welcome to unify the society of the Malaysian of different races and cultures in their daily life. As a whole, it can be concluded that many researchers have provided promising results regarding the resilience of Malaysian English, which also represent its long time survival. Therefore, to conclude this presentation, we can perhaps better acknowledge now the important part and capacity of English from the perspective of how important the English language is in order to unify the society in Malaysia.